yourself a pond. Go on. What? Look at that. I'm not. You're being awful. Oh my Lanta. You're being just mean as hell. The biggest pen we've ever put up. I mean, I put it up. Don't get me wrong. I put this up at some point. Just it wasn't this week.
Yes, this
so
side.
I would like to make that noted.
Yes, Tyler put up this 90-acre pen by herself. All her.
Yes, not Nick. Okay, here was part 2 of our creek saga. We went ahead and just went through this wide creek. We will come back and put some, is it microfiber?
Fiberglass.
Fiberglass. Microfiber is a fabric. It's really hot out here. We're dying. Right now, Nick is cutting this. Doesn't warn me, so I get shanked. What's new? We're patching this right here in this creek bed just for a makeshift wall so the goats don't go under it.
Or the dogs.
Or the dogs. Dogs would find it way before the goats do. So we're gonna have this, and of course it's muddy.
I'm gonna cut that in so we can use that as a tile.
Okay. Okay, obviously we can see that this is a creek bed. So when it rains, it obviously catches all the rainwater from the ponds and stuff that overflows, and we've gotten quite a bit of rain lately. So a lot of overflow. So there's sitting water in it. And then when it flows, of course, since it's been 3 or 4 years since all the creeks have ran pretty heavy, there's a lot of debris from the last 3 years. And so, which means a lot of sticks, a lot of logs, a lot of things like that. And which also in turn means that the creeks are going to push on any braces there is. Like all this right here will catch into a fence.
Grab it on that side and walk over there.
Okay. Notice who's in the mud right now and who isn't. So either way, if you don't check these often, they will get pushed down. Cattle will go through, goats go through, dogs go through, you know, being an animal. So we're just making sure these are as good as they can be. And we use the small squares instead of bringing cattle panel down here. So that way no one's head gets stuck. Of course, they could get it stuck if they really wanted to, but I do not foresee that happening.
I got it.
Yes, I'm very excited to see how the goats clean up this creek bed. It's gonna look totally different. It hasn't ever had any goats in it, so we're looking forward to it. But this is going to be a concern of mine to come check anytime we get some heavier rain, just to make sure this has not been destroyed. So back to helping Nick now. All right, this is what we're looking like now. It's kind of hard to see, but there was already existing cow panel running across this. It just had some gaps at the bottom. And so now we have 4x4 squares. When we patched this hole that was kind of up there just by rolling it this way. I mean, we don't foresee the dogs, you know, looking for a way out. So the only spot is this low spot if they were to go under it, or wild hogs go under it and tear it down, or a heavy storm. But we have the tracking collars on the dogs, so we'll watch them pretty closely, and we're not really that worried about them wanting to get out at all. And if we have to, we'll just bring some big rocks and set them at the bottom, or
put that log on top of that.
Nick said we're putting a log there. Either way, that did hold that down there now, so that's still good. But that's the only spot that I'm gonna be watching. But at least no goats can get their heads stuck right here and drown.
So this is the existing fence over here. Don't mind my leftover DQ from lunch. So it's about probably 4,000 feet of fence. It goes through a creek bed. So in reality, we crossed this creek bed 3 different times. But we did that because we want to give all the brush that's in the creek bed to the goats. Last year we put them in this pasture over here, but we did not give them the creek bed. And we lost out on a lot of protein and brush.
A lot of forage.
A lot of forage. We could have left them in there a hell of a lot longer, and it was only like 30 acres. Well, this is 3 times the size. And all this over here we didn't have to put up.
The biggest pen we've ever put up. I mean, I put it up. Don't get me wrong. I put this up at some point. Just it wasn't this week.
Yes, this
So
side.
I would like to make that noted.
Yes, Tyler put up this 90-acre pen by herself. All her.
Yes. Not Nick.
But the Danger Ranger is making it so far. I think it's 101. Real feels probably 4 or 5 degrees warmer than that. Tyler's picking up her energy drink.
His. I don't drink this one.
So yeah.
We need to find my horses. I haven't seen them in a couple days. Hopefully they're still alive.
They're out here somewhere.
They usually hang out right here. I've found them a few times in this corner, but I haven't seen them today.
But over there, that's the creek bed that they're gonna get access to. And we'll probably show an aerial view of what this pen looks like. But
Soon enough.
this is the crossing of the creek bed, which you've seen in previous of our videos. The water has washed it out a couple of times, but it's just something we got to deal with.
Really, it was only one bad time.
One bad time.
Other than that, it's been okay.
And you're also going to get to see the goats run into here shortly.
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess we
Nick's
probably.
in a hurry to
I
get
guess
them
we.
in here.
I guess we probably should have put that gate up
Yeah,
in the back.
I would have thought so, but I didn't argue. Especially because the dogs.
Come on, girl! Come on, girl!
Okay, here was part 2 of our creek saga. We went ahead and just went through this wide creek. We will come back and put some, is it microfiber?
Fiberglass.
Fiberglass. Microfiber is a fabric. It's really hot out here. We're dying. We're gonna leave this one not hot. So if a big rain comes through and doesn't kill our chargers, the goats are broke enough to it that they won't be testing it. The dogs aren't gonna test it, anything like that. So here we are. We're a little short on fencing, so sorry for the rapid zoom in. We went ahead and just put some 4x4 wire here up on the top ridge so the water can still run down these low spots. So the goats can still come over here. Water can flow right here. The biggest part is I've seen this flow when it's raining a lot, and it's just this section right here, kind of where this natural gas tube is. That's where the water comes down. So really, most of the big brush has washed down since the last rain. Here you can see some of it right here and things like that. So I'll just keep a really close eye on it, and once we put those rods in, it'll help make it stronger, and we'll put them in real deep so that way if it does get pushed on, it's all right. But another cool thing is these holes. there are little friends in these holes. I don't know if they're bees. I have no idea what they are, but they've made these holes and little homes in the side of this creek bed. And man, here, that is pretty nifty. They are getting dirt. Oh, there's a face. Oh, I got scared. They haven't been aggressive at all. I've looked at them quite a bit. I think as long as you don't destroy their home, they don't bother you at all. They're loud. They sound like bees. They kind of look like bees. I don't know if they're like those carpenter bees or what, but mud edition. Oh, so yeah, that's something cool. Something you see out here. But yeah, so that is what our second creek bed looks like. It's all set up. Just have to get the chargers hooked up. And next thing you know, we'll be rocking and rolling. And now I'm gonna go get in the truck and the AC because it is super hot today. I'm sweating. Nick wants to die. I want to die. It's so hot. Here's Nick. You went ahead and put a PVC T-post combo at the end of this. Why does it look like this now?
I need a thing for me. How long have we been doing this kind of stuff with the T-post and stuff?
For a minute. Anyway, so now I'm gonna have to correct this because Nick disconnected my thing here, and so that way this one will be left off, like I said earlier, so the creek bed doesn't short out our chargers and keep all the batteries. And yeah, so now I'm gonna have to fix. And of course I don't have what I need to fix it, so it's just gonna be on the ground for a while. So yeah, here we are with Nick trying to get a couple goats out of the old pen. They're young goats, so they don't know. So rude. You're being awful. You are being so mean. Look at this. Watch this. Watch him. He's coming for me. Why are you so hateful? Oh, Jesus. Jesus. We're just... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just want to pet you. I just want to be your friend. Let me be your friend! We can be best friends! Hi! Oh, don't hurt your eye. Don't be mean. You find yourself a pond. Go on. What? Look at that. I'm not... You're being awful. Oh, my Lanta. You're being just mean as hell. That's not very kind. What if I pet you with this? That's a good turtle. He's a good little turtle. Okay, you go. You be good turtle. You know, I advocate for y'all and make sure no one hits y'all, and then you act like this. That is not very kind, sir. Look at your cute little nostrils and your little eyes. You be a good turtle. You little snapper. Be a good turtle. Can I just pet you one more time? Can I touch your tail? You have like dinosaur tail. Wow, thank you. Thank you for enlightening me today. You're beautiful. Now you have a friend riding you, a grasshopper. I'm gonna let you go on your day. We'll see you later. I don't know where that turtle was going. Probably this little water right here to cool off. We've had a lot of rain, so they are moving a group. That's the first snapper I have seen. I've seen a lot of the red ear sliders. My husband left me to get eaten by the snapping turtle, but he was not a friend. At least I wanted to be his friend, but he was a foe, man. He thought I was a foe, but you know, I understand. A lot of his brethren gets hit on the road. It isn't his fault that he just doesn't understand that I'm here to help him and be his buddy. So, but yeah, that was tragic. He did not like me one bit. I liked him, even though he tried to bite me. Even when I first saw him, I opened the door and I looked down, and he tried to attack me. He came for me, and then he ran under the truck, and that's when I started videotaping, because I forgot I had the GoPro. And now I left him behind to go on his merry way. Nick is just leaving me. He opened the gate, left open. I'm right behind him. There's a mosquito. There's so many mosquitoes. Skeeters. We have a cat named Skeeter. Yeah, so, okay, well, we'll see you later. Toodaloo.